What's going on, everyone? It's TheAireaidLord, and welcome to the first gaming update of 2013. It is, in fact, it's actually New Year's Day, January 1st, 2013, but I'm probably not going to be uploading this video on New Year's Day. I want to give some of my end-of-the-year videos a little bit more time for people to catch up on them. I am seeing some fans residually watching them after spending time with family and such, so I want to let that kind of stay on the channel for a little bit. And maybe I'll upload a video or something between that period of time. It depends. It depends what I decide. But it's January 1st when I'm filming this, but it might be, like Friday or something. So maybe the 3rd, 4th, or something like that. But regardless, this is still the first gaming update of 2013. And as I explained in my 2-year anniversary for my channel, 2013 is going to be a very big year for me. We've got some great things going on, both in the beginning of 2013, the middle, and the later part. And it's funny because each of the 3 things that are going on in the spring, summer, and fall are actually all very different from each other and but they all pertain to me and my hobbies and the things that I like doing. So I'll talk briefly about them, but let me just recap real quick last week. Last week was, the holiday season. Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, any other holidays I missed in the bunch. It was basically the time of year, the most wonderful time of the year as the songs go, and it was great, I had a great Christmas. I hope everyone else did. Great holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. I took the Christmas season to do something unique because Christmas 2011, I was in Florida, so I wasn't able to make a string of videos for the channel. I wasn't able to do a Christmas special, per se. And I wanted to do one last year in 2011, but I just didn't get the chance. So for Christmas 2012, I really sat down and thought long and hard about what I wanted to do. So I ended up making a series of 5 videos. Right now, I think I'm going to put them in a playlist eventually, if it's not already up, but I ended up making a playlist of 5 videos, a Christmas special, and each video varies in what it offers, and that was the whole point of the Christmas special. Part 1, I believe, was Halo 3 versus Halo 4, comparing the old Halo experience to the newer Halo experience. Part 2 was me unboxing a Christmas gift I got from a good friend of mine, P-Dog. And Part 3 was some old PC gameplay all chopped together. Part 4 was some side quests in Skyrim, in the Dragonborn Solstheim area, which I thought was pretty cool. And then Part 5 was the fan appreciation matches I did for Halo 4, which I didn't end up doing those matches during Thanksgiving when I wanted to, so I postponed them for Christmas, and I ended up playing with my friend Phil, and we played with some fans. It was all good fun, and I mashed that up. So at the moment, 5 Christmas videos, and it went pretty well. That was basically my Christmas special. Now, there were a couple of things I didn't get to, including fan mail, which I said I was going to do a Christmas fan mail, but looking at some of the questions I received, most of them weren't really questions. Most of them were just either friend requests or people saying that they like my content. And I can't really do much with that. If people are just going to say, it's great if people like my channel, that's not what I'm saying, but I need questions that people can ask for me to be able to answer them in the fan mail. And if I just get, oh, you're doing great on YouTube, it's not much for me to respond with, and the video will kind of get boring for people. So I'll postpone that. Maybe sometime in January I'll do a fan mail. But I don't know if I'll do it every month. That's another thing. In 2012, I think I did a fan mail every single month, which is pretty crazy. And I believe, let me see, I think I did one every single month. January through November, I did a fan mail every month, excluding December, which I wanted to do one, but I just didn't have the questions to support it. So, but for the most part, I did a fan mail every single month, and it was pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to do that for 2013. I might do a collective fan mail. I might not do it on a monthly basis, because how I used to do it, I used to say, alright, January is going to be Xbox month, so if you have an Xbox 360, send your questions in on Xbox. And then February is PlayStation month. Send your questions on PlayStation. So I alternated. Every month I would alternate between 360 and PS3. And I felt that limited myself in terms of the questions. What if someone wanted to ask a PS3 question and they could only ask it for a certain period of time? So in the future, just to let people know, if I do fan mails, they're going to be both on the 360 and the PS3. I'm not going to make it exclusive to one console. I know people don't own every console. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And it's not going to be every month. I'll do it, maybe once in about 3 months or so, or something like that. And maybe it'll be for special occasions. I might do maybe one for Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's. I don't know. I'm just thinking of stuff out of the blue. I'll see where it fits in, because as I'm going to preview, the spring season is actually going to be very, very hectic. It's going to be, as I'm referring to it, it's going to basically be the hardcore gaming season part 2, because there are so many AAA titles that either didn't get released in 2012, they were supposed to get released in 2012, but they got pushed to 2013, or they're titles that have been hyped for many, 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 many years. Some of these titles have been longtime fans of the series, and I am highly anticipating their release. One game in particular, I'm actually doing an entire marathon just to get ready for the game, but I'll talk about that in a moment. So that's what I did last week. And I think the large thing that I did last week, 2 things, 2 end of the year videos, okay? One, I did a Game of the Year award video, which I've never done before. In 2011, I was thinking about doing a Game of the Year video in 2011, but again, I went to Florida and that kind of made it hard. I was gone for an entire week. It was kind of hard for me to make footage. And also, 2011 was my first year on YouTube, and I was very inexperienced at gameplay and footage and stuff. And I didn't have a PlayStation 3 for a large part of 2011. I only had a PlayStation 3 from October 2011 till December. So I didn't feel like I played enough of the major games of 2011 to be able to voice my opinion as which one was the best. But for 2012, very different scenario. I played almost every single major game that came out. There were some exceptions. Some games that I didn't get to play this year, or last year, including Hitman Absolution, which unfortunately came out at a bad time. It came out around Thanksgiving, and I just didn't feel like playing it at the time, and now it's kind of too late to even consider doing a playthrough of it. PlayStation All-Stars, which I heard really wasn't that great of a game anyway. One thing that people have been asking me to play for a long time, and I don't really feel like playing it, and I know some people are going to gasp when they hear me say that, but The Walking Dead, it won the VGA Game of the Year awards, the Video Game Awards on Spike, if you watch that. In early December, they have them every year. And The Walking Dead won the Game of the Year award. Now, if you don't know what The Walking Dead is, it's a TV series, yes, on AMC, but it's also a 5-part game series, and it's like episodes. It's almost like the, what is it? I don't know. I forget right now, but there was another series similar to it, but it's a 5-part game series, and it's basically episodes, and you play episodes 1 through 5 episodes, and I've been following the development of it, but I haven't played it. I've never played The Walking Dead. Some people actually sent me questions, are you going to play The Walking Dead? And I haven't played it. Honestly, the game seems a lot like Heavy Rain, which is actually another game I haven't played, but it's a game where it's less about the gameplay and more about the story and the interactive cutscenes, okay? It's not about you doing anything amazing, killing multiple zombies. It's not like you're playing Black Ops Zombies, murdering 100 zombies in a row. It's a story about people surviving the zombie apocalypse, okay? That's the main purpose of the Walking Dead game series. And people have said that, obviously the reason it won, one of the major reasons it won Game of the Year was because of how interactive and immersive the story is, and yes, you're probably saying, well, why the hell wouldn't you have gotten it? You love stories, you wrote a book about a big story, I actually nominated, one of the biggest reasons I nominated Far Cry 3, my Game of the Year for 2012, was because it had such an immersive story. I think it's just, I don't know, I'm not really into the zombie stuff that much, I have to admit. Yes, I like Black Ops Zombies, but that's more of the Call of Duty aspect of that game. The sci-fi aspect of perks and ray guns and pack-a-punches and Easter eggs. You don't have that in The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead's more of a drama series, and I don't like drama TV. You know, my mom watches some of those shows, but I'm not really into drama TV. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to The Walking Dead this year, but that's just the way it is. I don't want to spend this whole gaming update talking about The Walking Dead, but I just wanted to mention how there were some games I didn't play in 2012, but I played the big ones, okay? I played the big games, and I felt I was in a good position to name a game Game of the Year, and I obviously just spoiled it for you if you haven't watched the video yet. I'm assuming most of my fans have watched it. The video has just about 300 views, so it did pretty well views-wise. And after I uploaded that on the 31st, I actually went ahead and uploaded my funniest moments of 2012. This was a top 10, you know, I listed the top 10 moments, and then I also included some moments that I thought were also funny. And I included, it took a lot between the 5 Christmas videos and the Game of the Year and the funniest moments. It took a lot to edit that, okay? I used Sony Vegas, and even using a high-end program like Sony Vegas, it still took a long, long time to edit these videos. And this kind of connects to what I said in my 2-year anniversary video. As you know, December 27th is the anniversary of my channel, and I made a big, big video recapping 2012 as a whole in that video. And one of the things I said that was, in 2012, there would be points and times when I dedicated myself to the channel and put a lot of hard work into it, and then I would look and see that I wasn't really getting much recognition for it. So I was kind of nervous, I'll be honest, uploading these 7 videos because I put a lot of time into them, and I didn't know how they would be received. I didn't know if the fans were going to shit all over them. I didn't know if people were going to praise them. It seems like most people are praising them, alright? I have a lot of, the videos did very well, okay? And I thank everyone who's watched them. I just think I put a lot of time into these videos, editing them, crafting them, choosing the funniest moments, choosing my Game of the Year, splicing the audio clips. It's a lot, alright? For anyone who does this type of thing, of video editing, you'll know how long it takes. And I don't usually do video editing for the channel, okay? My channel is mostly playthroughs and stuff. So I'm not on Sony Vegas that much. So I have been on Sony Vegas a lot this Christmas season, making these 5 Christmas videos and then these 2 end of the year videos. So it's been a lot of hard work, and I thank everyone who's watched them. And we definitely went out with a bang. I feel like 2012, we ended it on a good note. And I feel like we're really ready for 2013. I'm ready for 2013. There are some big things coming in 2013, okay? The first big thing is all the games coming out, I've mentioned. There are so many AAA titles. You've got GTA 5, BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, Gears of War Judgment, Dead Space 3, Crysis 3, Sly 4. I don't know if I'll play Sly 4. I didn't play the originals, but I know there's more. There's more games. That's what I just named 7 titles. Okay, 7 titles. I don't even think I played that many games in the first quarter of 2012. I mean, think of the shitty titles that came out in early 2012. Syndicate, fucking Binary Domain, Twisted Metal. There were so many shitty titles that came out in early 2012. Now it seems like they saved all the best games for early 2013. Like, it's just going to be amazing. So many great titles coming out. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing all of them with the Elgato Game Capture, don't worry. You won't be seeing this kind of camera footage. I only use the camera for the gaming updates. I've decided that I'm not going to use the Elgato for gaming updates. It seems too cliche. I don't feel comfortable speaking into a mic. It's easier for me to just talk out into oblivion like this, focusing the camera on my screen. I've been doing it like this forever. My first gaming update was in, April of 2011, and I've been doing them ever since. So, for almost 2 years now, I've been doing gaming updates like this. This is how I feel comfortable conveying my thoughts on the channel to my fans. And this is how I'm going to keep it. This is the way the gaming update's going to go for the end of time, and I'm not changing it. The gaming update's never going to change. It's always going to be the camera facing at the TV. It's never going to change from that, okay? All gameplay will be on Elgato. I just want to throw that out there because that's the direction the channel will be going for 2013. Okay, I've rambled a lot. I've been talking about a lot of different things. I know because, today is the new year. It's January 1st, 2013. And I have to really solidify the big things that I want to do in 2013. It's going to be an ambitious year. You've got, I just said, big games coming out. But you've also got other unique things that are happening for me in particular. Such as the fact that I'm actually going to the biggest gaming convention that's ever being hosted ever, which of course is E3. Never did I think I would get to the point where I would be going to the Electronic Gaming Expo in Los Angeles, but it's happening. It's official. I'm officially throwing that out there. I'm going to E3 2013. I don't know if anyone knows this or is shocked. I've mentioned it a couple of times. I mentioned it in when I turned 18, that big, that extravaganza 18 birthday video. I mentioned how I was going to E3 in that video. And I mentioned it in a couple of gaming updates. I am going to E3. I don't know how I'm going to E3, because let me basically say this. I don't want to explain how I got my access. I'll probably reveal it closer to when the expo occurs, which is in June. June 2013 is when it is. I think it's like the second week in June, E3 is. I don't want to explain to people how I got my access because, first of all, I don't know if I'm legally allowed to say, and second of all, it's kind of a surprise. I'm going to keep the details about that under wrap, but in terms of going, I also have plans of possibly going with some friends of mine, but I don't know if they're going to be getting admitted at the moment, because they did go last year, and of course I'm talking about Darkside Phil and John Rambo. They went last year. I don't know if they're going again this year. It's looking like they probably will, but it's not official until later in the spring, so I kind of have to figure that out. So that's just one thing to get excited for, me going to E3, which is going to be a pretty big experience for me. And then, of course, there's my transition to college in the fall, which will also be big. That'll be the point where the channel kind of takes a little bit of a hiatus, but I'll still probably upload some videos here and there, but it won't be consistent playthroughs like I've usually done. So, those are some big things coming in 2013. I just want to get people prepared for what the year has in store. I feel like in 2012 I was a bit inexperienced. I didn't really have a set goal for the channel, but I think I'm in a very good position right now. I have a goal for the channel. I know what I want to do. Every playthrough I do from now on will be considered a walkthrough. It will have live commentary with my Elgato Game Cacher. It'll all be in HD, 1080p, whatever the highest definition you want. And they will be uploaded in parts, just like I did with Far Cry 3. That was like a 20-something part playthrough. I have found a method in Sony Vegas which cuts down the video size so it doesn't take too long to upload the videos. So that's no longer a problem. So I have a great setup going, okay? And of course the gaming updates are still filmed with the camera, and then I've got some unique things going on the side, of course, every once in a while with co-op playthroughs and such. So that's the direction. I feel like we're in a very good spot. I feel that I'm going to succeed with this direction that I'm taking the channel, especially with the big games coming out this early season in 2013. Now, let's get into January, because I don't want the video to go too long. I know I have a knack for uploading, fucking 2-hour videos that people don't want to sit through, so I'll try to make this as short as possible. January 2013. There are pretty much no games coming out in 2013, okay? The Hardcore Gaming Season Part 2, which I'm calling it, doesn't start until Dead Space 3 comes out, which is the first or second week in February. Once Dead Space 3 comes out, there's like a fucking mirage of games all the way through until May. So, just want to throw that out there. But that's a month away. I have the entire month of January to get some things done. Unique things for the channel. And I've been thinking, and I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I am going to do the countdown to Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that I am going to play every single Grand Theft Auto that has ever been released ever. I'm going to play them in order on my channel, full playthroughs, all HD recorded with the Elgato on the PS2 and or 360. And I will be uploading them in preparation for the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, which is looking like it'll be either April or May. It has been confirmed that the game is coming out in spring of 2013. Looking at Rockstar's historical record for releasing games, it's looking like it's probably going to be April or May. I've heard rumors that it's actually coming out the week after The Last of Us, which would be pretty interesting to see how those games go up against each other. They're both pretty big releases, and it's going to be interesting to see which one will top the other. The Last of Us, of course, comes out May 7th. It's been confirmed. Again, they haven't confirmed a release date for GTA 5. But, I'm doing a countdown to Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm playing every single Grand Theft Auto that's ever come out. And this includes GTA 1, GTA 2, GTA London, GTA 3, GTA Liberty City Stories, GTA Vice City Stories, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, GTA The Lost and Damned, and GTA The Ballad of Transsexual Tony, or Gay Tony if you want. I make fun of him by calling him Transsexual Tony, but yes, every Grand Theft Auto that's ever come out, and San Andreas, I don't know if I said that, yes, every Grand Theft Auto. If I miss one, it's in there, don't worry. At the moment, okay, I'm going to say this. At the moment, I own the majority of the Grand Theft Auto titles, okay? I have the collection pack of GTA 3 and Vice City. I have San Andreas for the Xbox. I obviously own GTA 4 because you've seen me take footage of GTA 4 before. I have both of the expansions for GTA 4. And I just recently went on Amazon.com and I ordered GTA 1, 2, and London for the PS2. The games are for the PlayStation 1, but the PlayStation 2 can support PlayStation 1 games, and the Elgato supports the PlayStation 2, which means I can HD record those games. So don't worry if you were thinking I would need a camera for that. I can still HD record it. So yeah, that's the plan. This marathon of Grand Theft Auto content is starting in January. Probably in the next couple of days. In the next couple of days after this gaming update, you're going to start to see Grand Theft Auto footage. Now, I would like to start with Grand Theft Auto 1 and go in order. And the videos, let me just warn everybody, the videos are going to be titled The Countdown to GTA 5, and then maybe in brackets, I'm going to include what game I'm playing, you know, GTA 1 maybe, or GTA 2, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I'll put it in brackets, and then I'll tell people what part of the playthrough it is. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. Unfortunately, right now, I don't own GTA. As I said, I ordered them on Amazon a couple of days ago, and the shipping said that it would be coming in the next couple of days. All I can do is wait. I don't know when these games are coming. I can only wait and see if they arrive in the mail. So what I'm thinking of doing is start the marathon with Grand Theft Auto 3, but I'm not going to upload it. I'm going to start Grand Theft Auto 3 and start the missions in the game to at least get a head start, because let me tell you, again, once we get into February, I'm not going to have time to do the marathon, alright? Again, I was thinking of actually starting this marathon in April so that it could lead right into the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, but looking back on that, it doesn't look like that's going to be possible because, as I just explained, there are 700 titles coming out between February and May, so I'm not going to have time to do that. So I'm taking January, the month of January, as an opportunity to play every Grand Theft Auto that's ever been released. And keep in mind, a lot of old players, fans of mine who've played these GTA titles probably know how long they are. GTA San Andreas has over 100 missions, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Some of these GTA games are really, really long. Now, let me put a couple of... I'm actually going to make a separate video, just to let everyone know. I'm going to make a separate video where I basically show you on camera. I'm going to put all of the Grand Theft... Once I get GTA 1, 2, and London, I'm going to put every Grand Theft Auto game ever on the floor, and I'm going to basically say, okay, here they are. You know, here's every Grand Theft Auto. And I'm basically going to explain, once again, what I just said in this video. I'm going to run down the rules for the GTA Marathon, and here's one rule that I'm going to mention, and I'm going to say it in the video, but I want to say it here first. Cheat codes, okay? As you know, as I just said, the Grand Theft Auto games are not short. Some of them are very, very long, okay? And I'm well aware, I've played some of these games before. I've played Vice City, San Andreas, and 3. I've played those games before. I've beaten some of them. So, I'm well aware that there are many missions in those games that are frustrating. They're not easy missions, and they're kind of difficult, okay? So what I'm thinking of doing is having a rule, okay? If I get stuck on a mission where I'm dying continuously or I'm getting angry, I will use cheat codes, okay? Cheat codes such as invincibility or extra armor, extra ammo, infinite money, something to that effect, okay? I won't activate every cheat code and make the game easy as hell, but for the purpose of a playthrough, I think it would be wise for me to use some cheat codes to help the playthrough along, okay? Because I don't want to get stuck on a mission and have it take like forever, alright? The purpose of the marathon is not to have pristine runs of the Grand Theft Auto games. The purpose of the playthrough is to play through the games and see the progression of the Grand Theft Auto series. So we would be going from GTA 1 all the way to the Ballad of Gay Tony. Then that leads into Grand Theft Auto 5, and then we'll be able to see how GTA 5 has changed a lot of the things we've seen in the previous games, okay? That's the point of the playthrough, and that's the point of the marathon, okay? So I don't think it would be bad if I used cheat codes for some of the GTA games. I honestly don't. If I'm getting stuck on a mission, maybe in San Andreas, I have beat San Andreas, and I know there are some missions, like stealing the jet planes and stuff, that can be really freaking difficult. So if I get to one of those missions, I might activate the cheat for not taking any damage from gunfire or something like that, maybe briefly. Because, again, I don't want to get angry and just waste my time and have like 40 parts of me dying in one mission. Because that's going to waste time, and I'm not going to get to every GTA game if that's the case. So, to make my life easier and to make your life easier, I'm going to be using some cheat codes. I'm just going to say that up front, and that's basically how I'm going to be handling it, okay? So, that's all I have to say. The update went long, despite my efforts not to make it long, but I'm very excited for 2013 nonetheless, okay? January, just to recap, January is Grand Theft Auto month. I am going to make an honest effort to beat every single GTA in January. That's going to be a very daunting task, but I think I can do it. If I'm headstrong and I'm courageous and I jump into these games with a positive attitude, I think I can beat every GTA in order and do it. I think I can do it, okay? I am very confident that in January I will beat every GTA. Again, there might be some variables in January, I don't know. I am looking to do the Borderlands 2 DLCs with my friends, because again, that's downtime for them, and they were thinking of doing those as well, but I don't know. For me, right now, I know that I'm doing the GTA Marathon in January. Before I start, I'm going to upload a video showing all of the games that I have, proving that I have every game, and then I'll lay the ground rules that I just explained. And then once we hit February, it's going to be a mirage of games, and of course I'll make more gaming updates to inform you about what happens with that. But for now, that's all I have to say. I'm TheAireaidLord. Thank you for sticking with me in 2012, and I appreciate you sticking with me, starting to stick with me in 2013. It's going to be a great year, I think. And we gotta push through. And we gotta conquer. I'm ready. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready. I feel very positive. I feel this lightness. I feel the ability to just dominate anything. I really feel that I'm going to do well in 2013, both on my channel and in my personal life. That's just my feeling, and I think it's going to come true. So, with that said, hope you have a good one. Hope you had a good, New Year's and Christmas and all that such. And I'll be seeing you for the Grand Theft Auto Marathon. If you like Grand Theft Auto, you're in for a treat, alright? If you like Grand Theft Auto, I'm playing every single GTA, so you're in for a real treat. So I hope you brought your AK-47s, and I hope you're jumping on down to Grove Street and Liberty City and Vice City, because I'm going to all those cities, and I'm going to be dominating and blowing shit up. So hope you join me. Peace out.